my hat. It's going to be my cold calling hat, at least for today. Yeah, I'm going to be making some cold calls. So welcome, and let's just see how this goes. If you're joining me for the first time, it's Deepak. I make cold calls every day for at least 30 minutes or until I get one appointment in the diary with a max of 30 minutes, ideally. So I'm going to be bringing up the sheet that I use to do my dials. So welcome for those who are tuning in, joining in. Please do comment where you're from, who are you? Can we help you with your journey? Any questions that you've got, all of that good stuff. But mostly, I do this for my own accountability because also it's training for our team and all of that good stuff. So I'm jumping into the call sheet, and I'm going to basically call Bert. Let's call Brendan and see who Brendan is, and go from there. So yeah, that's it really, guys. He's a co-founder director at Skillco. Let's give these guys a call, and let's see what Skillco do and whether they're big enough. I bought a phone dedicated for cold calling, actually, because I think that's going to be helpful. So yeah, that's it really, my friends. So here we go. So I'm calling for Pearl Lemon, and I'm going to be selling our PR 765. I'm going to be selling our PR services to Brendan. Hello, sorry, is this Brendan?
Yeah.
Brendan, it's Deepak here. I don't know if this rings a bell at all, but I understand my colleague Heather connected with you on LinkedIn in regards to Pearl Lemon. Maybe a couple of weeks back now, actually. I've just got your details today from her. Does any of that ring a bell, or no idea?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Listen, I understand you probably get a load of connections on LinkedIn, I imagine. I reckon I need about probably 20 to 30 seconds of your time to basically explain who I am, what we do, and then you can say, hey, that's interesting. Actually, let's have a further chat. Or thank you, Deepak. But sorry, say again.
What is it you're doing now? What is it?
Yeah, sure. So I'm calling from Pearl Lemon. Really simply, we're a marketing agency. We do two things. I'd hope relatively well. The first thing that we do is we make phone calls like this to book appointments with decision makers. That's evidently what I'm trying to do with yourself. So we do that for our clients as well. And then the second thing that we do is, in the instance of, for example, Skillco said, there's a need, for example, to generate inbound leads via, let's say, Google. We would assist you through running ads on your behalf or doing the organic stuff.
Yeah. So you will be your kind of work for companies and everyone as well, very well.
You know what? I'm so sorry. Could you say that again? It's for some reason the
you guys do your work externally and SEO then for our website and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, exactly. So if Skillco had a need to book appointments, we would book the appointments into like your calendar, for example, so you could talk to someone who knows what your services are, and then explore potentially working together.
Lead generation, essentially. If we gave you a client base, you'd call and arrange appointments with them for us.
Yeah, exactly. So if you say, Deepak, here's a call sheet, we this is the engagement we've had with them. Go for it. We would do that, exactly.
Okay. Can you send me over prices of what your price plans are?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I can high level give you some initial prices if you're wondering off the top of your head. Is that useful for you? Yeah, exactly. So basically, our prices start from £2,500 a month. We guarantee 8 appointments or more at a minimum. You're getting a live example of kind of what the process would involve. In that, we would have sent someone, for example, a LinkedIn connection request. We get sometimes then the direct dials of decision makers, and then we make phone calls to kind of walk through obviously what skill code do, and just to establish whether there's any need. Upon that happening, like I'm going to also suggest to you now, and hopefully say, yeah, I think that makes sense. I would want to then book, for example, an appointment with yourselves to talk to, for example, Jude, who can then go through the needs of Skillco in more detail, and at least walk you through our processes and get to a place where you either say, this is great, let's actually give this a whirl because it makes sense, or otherwise where you say, actually that was great but not quite right. So that would be kind of the price points, that would be the expectation. This is a live example of obviously the kinds of conversations that we aim to have, and then all things being well, we book appointments in.
Well, would you mind just emailing me over your information there, please? That'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I set you up with a short call with you then? Well, I'm going to do both, by the way. I'm going to send you obviously some of our credentials so you could do a little bit of your own due diligence.
I'd say maybe just send over email stuff first, and I'll get back to you. In-house BDR and SEO, you see what we operate here, but it's always good to look at external options as well,
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind sending it across, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll be able to get it. You have your email probably there now, TV.
You know what? I'm so sorry. It comes in and out the audio, so I missed bits of what you said. I'm really sorry, Brendan.
Do you guys have my email address already?
Give me a second. Let me just double check the detail. I've got brendan.maloney@skillcode.com.
Perfect.
Okay, brilliant. So can I ask you, I will send you an email across right now. I'll include some of our credentials so you can have a high level look at it, of course. I'll also CC in Jude. So you've got him. He's from Belfast, by the way, so closer to your neck of the woods than mine. And I'll also just include his booking calendar, just in case you're like, you know what, I do want to chat. Do I have permission, sir? Let's just say by Monday, if I've not heard back, can I just drop you a quick 2-minute call?
I'll get back to you guys. Honestly, I'll get back. It's something like we will be looking at, and I will get back to you guys. So don't.
No, okay.
We'll just wait, I suppose, till I come back to you. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. Well, look, you sound like a man of your word, and I appreciate that. So, Brendan, sir, I will get that across to you. It's 12:55 now. You have it before 1:10, and me or Jude. Hopefully, we just get some feedback from yourself. Okay. No worries, buddy. All right, take care. Bye. Bye. So there you go, guys. That was a live call. I've got no idea if anyone's watching. I don't know that anyone is, but there you go. So that was Brendan Maloney from Skillco. And I'm gonna rename. I'm putting the details into I'm uploading the call to SoundCloud so that I say I'm uploading it. I'm sending Thingy the details of the call, Jude, and let's send him a connection request. That's that done. That's into the wind. And then what we do is we go to here. And what I'll do is I will Guys, you're seeing real time how things get done. So then what I do is I'm gonna, you know what? I'll leave that there, and then I will snooze that until Tuesday next week, and then I will try and I think I've saved Brendan's number in my mobile. Yeah, Brendan Miller. Okay, cool. So that was one good call. Now let me try and give me a second. So Deepak, email sent, good call. And then let me add SoundCloud. Let me add call recordings. Hey guys, I've got no idea who is actually watching. I don't think anyone's watching at the moment, to be honest with you. But there you go. Let me stop sharing my screen. Yeah, guys, if you've got any questions, obviously just let me know. But this is what I try and do every day for at least a little bit. Trying to find the call now to see if I uploaded it or not. Yeah, I did. Which is strange. Okay, there you go. So put that into the calendar. Right, guys, I'm gonna call one more person now. Let me share the screen again so you can see who it is I'm calling, and we go again. So co-owner at Bolton CCTV, tutor groundwork, present. Bolton CCTV. I think we won't bother calling. So that one's been called. We won't bother calling Ruth because looks like cool. Looks like a bad fit. Okay. Chillmark Consulting. Founder and Managing Director, Chillmark Consulting. High Street Task Force Expert, Founder and Managing Director, Spatial and Urban Planning and Redevelopment. 2 employees. Let's try and call Mike anyway, see what happens. I'm not sure whether that one will go anywhere necessarily, but we don't know until we try. So we had one good 0-330-223-223-1510. Cool. Call him Mike.
Good afternoon, Mike Taylor.
Sorry, is this Mike?
It is. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Mike. My name's Deepak. I'm calling because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, my colleague Heather, I think it might have been a couple of weeks back now, but she connected with you on LinkedIn, basically from a company called Pearl Lemon. Does any of that ring a bell, or you got no idea what I'm talking about?
No idea, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people connect with me on LinkedIn, and I tend to accept them. So
yeah, I understand. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, can I take about probably 30 seconds of your time to just pitch you effectively, tell you what we do, how it works, and then you can say to me, Deepak, that sounds interesting, I'd like to learn more, or Deepak, thank you, but probably not for us. Does that sound?
Sure. Yeah, well, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, of course.
Okay, amazing. So long story short, Heather and I are part of a company called Pearl Lemon. We're effectively a marketing company. We do probably two things, because marketing is quite broad. Well, the first thing that we do is a little bit, I hope it's reflected now, which is that we make phone calls and we book appointments with decision makers and put them into your diary. So that's the first thing that we aim to do. The second thing that we do is, if, for example, Chillmark needs, let's say, traffic to your website to generate qualified leads that way, then we also do search engine optimization, i.e. Helping a business rank on Google through a combination of SEO or pay-per-click ads. So I'm calling to see if any of the above sounds interesting or potentially useful to yourself and Chillmark, or indeed whatever else you're involved in.
Well, they're of interest, but they're things that we already have someone doing for us, so I don't need to use your services, I'm afraid.
I understand. Is there any value in I guess seeing if there's peripheral value that we can add, or perhaps just investigating it a little bit? Because even if it's, for example, a little bit of let's say a transfer of a tactic or something of that ilk that might be of some use.
Not really, to be honest with you. We've got somebody in house who does what we need, and we're quite happy with that. So I'm quite happy to leave it at that basis. So I'm happy to have connected. It's not a problem, but I don't think that's something we need. All right.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, Mike, listen, thanks for your time. I appreciate you listening to the pitch. And
yeah, happy to. And it's a tough world in terms of trying to generate opportunities for everybody. But I'm happy to listen. But we're all sorted at this end from. Good. At the moment. But obviously, I've got the LinkedIn details now, so if we need something in future, we'll know where to come.
Well, I've got your email. I'll just send you a blank email, so you've got my details with just some of our top level information. So
sure.
If anything changes, you'll be like, oh, who was that bloke I spoke to? And then maybe that could serve at least to that degree. Does that sound fair?
Yes, absolutely fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean, I would say, we do get an awful lot of those sort of
calls,
requests and calls at the moment. And I can understand why everybody's trying to sort of generate business and rebuild the world after what's happened in the last 18 months. So understood. We've taken things in house to deal with it.
I understand.
As we need to, and
I understand.
We're a small business, so we don't need a colossal sort of machine to
of course.
out tons of stuff for us either. So
of course,
I don't want to waste your time. So by all means, send the details. That's no problem at all. And I'm happy that you've reached out really as well. It's not a problem.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's mike.taylor@chillmarkconsulting.co. That's the email that I've got. Is that the right one?
That's right. Yeah, that will come straight to me.
Okay, amazing.
Fine, yeah.
Well, Mark, I appreciate the time. I'll send you just a brief email. And good stuff. And it sounds like it's going well. So all good.
All right. Yes, it is. Okay. Thanks so much for calling.
No worries, mate. See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So you heard that. Then I am going to send something similar to Mike, basically. So what I'm going to do in this instance is I'm sending him the email, and then I'm going to add a reminder to follow up in 3 months, basically. So that's the email that's sent, and I'm going to save his number in my phone. So when it's like, who the hell is this guy? I'm going to have it. So Mike Taylor from Chillmark Consulting. and then I will. I've sent the email, right? So I'm gonna just set a reminder, pick a date and time, May, June, July, August the 11th arbitrarily, and the email will come back to me. So there you go, guys. And that's probably a good example of, I hope, how to deal with someone who already has a in-house function and doesn't really need us, but you don't know how much things can change. So because of that, you try and call anyway. Makes you data-driven marketing superheroes distill solution to marketers. So they're a marketing agency. They've got 7 employees, and I've got Jerry's number. Let's do this as the last call of the day. I've not booked an appointment, but I've had at least a decent conversation. So I've had a couple of decent conversations. It's all good and well. So let's try and call Mr. What's his name? Jerry. Mr. Jerry. Jerry, sir, you're about to get a phone call. 0203 0203 039 039 3001. Cool. So let's call Jerry.
The person at extension 0203039300.
Okay, so I will call them back. I think I'm going to wrap it up there today, guys. So had a couple of conversations. Had one call that looks like it could turn into something. An email sent off. That is all for today, folks. Catch you tomorrow.